It's not making any sense. I'm under your influence, and now I'm falling down, 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 down.
Hi everybody. So what I thought we could do today is talk about Temu. Now I haven't ordered from them in a hot minute, but that's just my own, whatever. But I do have a basket full of makeup that I have bought from them and have been trying out. And I know that Temu is really huge right now and people are really looking up reviews. They want to know what is good, what is bad, what's best to buy from this place, what's not so great, what to stay away from. So I want to do that for makeup for you guys with everything that I did grab and let you know what's good and what's not so good and maybe what you should steer away from when it comes to the makeup on the website. So if you are interested in that, then let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with some eyeshadows here. I think I only have two. Yes, this first one is the SK Forever, and it's a very warm toned palette with multiple different kinds of textured eyeshadows, which is something that Asian companies do a lot. They will put mattes, they will put shimmers, but they will also put putty colors in there, top coats, things like that, so you really need to swatch the palettes first and really get to know them so you know which brush to use with which shade of eyeshadow, because it can be a little bit confusing. This was not bad at all, and I mean, the one thing that I will say across the board with any of them, even if the product is shit, the packaging is so beautiful, and that's what's going to grab you, and that's why this is so important to know what to get and what not to get, because the packaging, they are hands down so good at packaging. Asian companies, what I'm talking about, SheGLAM, Temu, all those places, their packaging is chef's kiss, and I don't know why America and other places are not doing that same thing, because they can do packaging like this for a quarter of the cost of something that we get that looks just so bland, so I don't understand how that goes. But so far with this one's pretty good. This one is pretty good, but there are multiple different kinds of textured, so if you don't like that, then it won't be for you. The next one is this, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Tingphe. It's their Glam palette. I used this quite a few times, actually. It's a play on one of the Natasha Denona ones. They do that on Temu. They rip off other things, I guess you could say, make it their own, do whatever, makeup revolution style, I guess. But this is actually a really good palette, and I grabbed it because I wanted a more cool tone smoky palette. I don't have one. I'm a warm tone girl, as most of you know. So I was like, I don't know, but I tried this out and I love it. I have a hard time keeping my hands out of it. And weirdly, as good as this is, it's the only one with the ugliest packaging. It has like the worst, ugliest packaging, but the inside is amazing. So if you see this, grab it. It is a great, great palette for a smoky look, and who doesn't need a smoky eye look every now and then, at least once a year, so it's worth it, especially because I think it was like $3. Now I have some powder here. First, the butterfly powder. This is their loose silky makeup. This is completely worth it. The packaging will kill you if you have small spaces and you can't really, it's big. It's big and it's a big old butterfly, but it's beautiful, and the product within, you get a ton of product. Let me see how much is in here. If it tells us. It doesn't tell us. It does say it's pet friendly, but anyway, there's a lot of products in here. You do not need a lot. It makes your skin feel like porcelain. There's no flashback. There's none of that. It sets your makeup perfect. So this is a 100% go get it. Go get it before it disappears. For sure. And then we have the Maycheer, which has the Egyptian on it. It comes with a mirror and its own puff. And as you can see, I use the crap out of this. This is amazing as well. So good, so velvety, purse style, best powder you'll have in your purse, let me tell you. So this is also something, especially with the packaging, is so cool. I love anything Egyptian. So yes, the powder so far I have had no problems with, and it sets everything so well. So I'm down with that and very, very happy with their powder so far. The next things I have here are concealers. I picked up two, one from Pudair and the other one from Novo. To be honest, this one here, which is obviously a play on the Maybelline Magic Eraser, it is the worst thing ever. Ever. It does not cover. There is no coverage on this at all. So the Reset Concealer from Pudair, do not get this. This is horrible and such a waste of money. The Novo, which is a brightening concealer, it has two ends. You'll have like the applicator here for it, and then you also have like the normal applicator. This is actually really good, and it's not bad at all. So it allows you to do your under eyes, you know, your face highlights, but then it also allows you to spot conceal if you need to do that. So this one I would definitely recommend, the Novo one, but this, laughable. Come on now. I have a mascara from them, which was super cool. This is super cool. It's from AGAG, AGAG. And I have a lot of stuff from AGAG, to be honest. And their stuff is really good. Now, this does feel cheap, but it doesn't look cheap. There's a mirror on the back, so you can use it while you're out. And then when you open it up, it is the thinnest wand you'll ever see. And it is a very black, very good mascara. It is. It's very good. However, it does flake and it does smudge. So you have to be extremely careful with it. But if you are, it is lovely to deal with. So no, not the best, but not the worst. Now this, another product from Novo. This is their foundation. And if you can't tell, it's about halfway down because I love this. It's so, so good. This is a light to medium coverage, and then in the top, you get a concealer. And this concealer on top with the mirror, the concealer is bomb, okay? There's a pump. Comes with a pump. I don't know how they do it with their price cost when in America we pay like $70+ for this. So affordable, so good. So this one is safe, unless you want a more full coverage. But I mean, the concealer covers anything that the actual foundation won't. So it does play 2-in-1, and it is such a bang for your buck. So I definitely recommend that one. We have another. This one is a complete ripoff, okay? It even still has the Bambi, and it's still called the Bambi Oversized Eyes, just like L'Oreal, I believe, did. But this is from a company called Shedoes. She does copy people. Okay, I'll stop being a brat. Now, this is different in a little bit of a way that, look how massive that wand is. Whoa. Now, it will get every single lash you have, but it makes a mess, and you don't really get much length or volume from it. And so I don't really use this and want to pass it on. It's a little bit too big for me, the wand, and it's spiky, and it's a little uncomfortable, and it doesn't do enough for my eyelashes for me to warrant having it. And I have the real one, the one that, you know, it's actually made from the real company that made it, and it's much better. So this is not something that I would go with. I have a primer I grabbed from them. I thought that this was like a full-size primer, and it wasn't. It was this tiny little thing from Douborq. It's an invisible pore face primer. It's not good. I broke out. It's pure silicone just to like fill in your pores, and it didn't even really fill them in. I still had my pores. They look the exact same way. The exact same way. I've been using a Smashbox primer. I love that so, so much. And it looks just like this, and it smooths out everything. This, no. And it broke through my foundation. I did not like that one bit. So if you see that on the site, go for a different primer. Not that one. That one was horrid. Okay, now I have two blushes. This one is just called Blusher by Mack Andy. It's a silky touch-up, slightly drunk blusher. That's literally what they call it. Looks like this. It comes in double. Comes with a lighter one and a darker kind of pink. This looks white, but it's pink. And it says the same thing. It's embossed, and it says the same thing. Mack Andy Silky Touch Slightly Drunk Blusher. Someone tell me why it says it's slightly drunk, okay? I want to know why it's slightly drunk. The packaging is beautiful. This is an 03, in case you're wondering, because there's different colors. I love this, by the way. It is gorgeous. And this one here with the Egyptian, or I shouldn't say Egyptian. It doesn't look Egyptian. It's more Asian, I think. More Asian. CDE Highlight, they call it. But it looks like that. It's an embossed woman. This is so beautiful. If you need a blush for the summer, this blush, look at that. And it's so shiny in the sun. Come on. This is gorgeous. I would grab every single one. And that's probably where I would go back to if I get back on the site and shop ever, is their blushes. I also have the Handaiyan Diamond Highlighting Powder. Looks like a diamond. You guys have seen me use this. There is a pretty heavy overspray on this. It is pretty cheap, but it works and it is pretty. So it's nothing special, but it's a good highlight. It's a good highlight. It'll be worth your money. So, and this one is an 02. In case you're wondering, because there's different colors as well. But yeah, cheap packaging, cute though, cheap packaging, overspray, but underneath of that, there's still a really nice highlight, so you're not getting totally screwed. So that one is pretty cool to purchase. And then lastly, we have from Fomix, and this is actually in a different language, but it's a highlighter and a contour with a mirror. I haven't undone the film yet, but both of these are amazing. This, I believe, oh, it looks really dirty. I believe this is a play on a Charlotte Tilbury powder and stuff, because it has the line that goes down it, and it looks a lot like their packaging. The highlighter is so beautiful. There's no overspray. And this, well, it looks like it can be like a contour. It actually is a little bit warmer than you would think on the face, and it is a beautiful bronzer. I absolutely love it. I have a hard time keeping my hands out of this one. So, overall, the Temu makeup is pretty good. It's really, I mean, for the packaging, whoa, stellar. There's only a few things here that I would say are like, do not touch them. Like three things over the rest of them, you know? So you're more likely to get something that you will absolutely love versus something that's total butt. And if it is, it doesn't cost a lot. So for me, in my personal opinion, I think that Temu makeup it's great. I prefer SheGLAMs, to be honest, just because I trust them a little bit more. But now that I have their Temu stuff and I've tried it out, I'm pretty impressed. So I can't link anything because they are just an app. You get on the app, you sign up, but I will have a link down below. I think that I do have a referral code that will actually give you 30% off if you're a new user. So that will be down below, and I'll write down all the information on everything I show down below for you guys in case you want to try to look it up on the app and grab it for yourself. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful for you guys and interesting. Thank you so much for your support and patience with me while I have not been feeling well. And I, of course, will see you guys in the next one, and all of my details are in the description box. See you in the next one. Like I said before. Bye-bye.